How's everybody doing? It's Gregory Patrick with New England's Rare Fishery. So yeah, we had an adoption this week and it sure was a big one. This is a lot of fun. This video is going to be great. I hope you guys like it. Lots of color and lots of cool stuff going on around here. But a couple 55-gallon reclaimed tanks. I had to do a couple of fast repairs. You probably saw me taking the lime scale off of these the other day. But I had to get them set up and cycled real quick because I got a call saying, help me, I got Livebearers coming out the top of the tank over in the aquarium someone had. So, of course, we just, do our best to always say yes around here. So, like I said, this one had a couple cracks, and that's why there's rocks piled up in one corner. I, fixed it with some aquarium plastic, instant plastic, instant glass repair stuff. You call it what you will. But I wanted to make sure that the fish that are going in here didn't pick on it. So there's some scale over there, but you can see some homemade filters. Those are used ones. And they cycle a tank real quick. They're a little silly looking, but they fill up with air, and then the air comes out the top. They fill up with water, and it goes through basically a charcoal bag tied up a certain way. And then, there's an air stone in each of them. But different kinds of water, because I'm getting different kinds of fish here. You'll see them all in a minute. But it was a surprise for me, so we'll do the unboxing together. This adoption actually almost felt like a shipment of fish. The person that dropped them off did a really great job. But you see there, it's two birds with one stone. Those little charcoal bags on air stones, they kind of just wave around the water, and they also, put the aeration in. But check it out. Like I said, it almost came like a shipment of fish. But just how cool is this? This is a rainbow in a box. And like I said, of course, like I said, it's always an adoption. If it was anything else, I'd tell you. These fish were always all healthy, and you can see the person dropped them off spent a lot of care making sure that the Kribensis, and that's a Siamese algae eater, they were separated from the smaller fish, and everybody was safe. And I didn't say they only spent about an hour in here. That's the difference between shipping them overnight. But they didn't come directly from the pet store. There's no shenanigans, I promise. You got to take my word for it, I guess. But you know how it is. I'm hoping I'm going to send the link to the person that dropped them off. Everything's anonymous here, and everybody can just take credit for what it is. Like I said, these were in a healthy tank, but when you have Livebearers, sometimes it just gets out of control quick. This could happen with shrimp or anything else. But check out the Siamese algae eater. Nice and healthy. Beautiful fish. You guys tell me on the internet, it looks like a true one to me. Clear fins, everything else. Getting floated. I'm going to keep them in the bags that the pet bags they were in. And this one wants to get out, and he does not like being stuck in the middle, seeing the bottom far away, I can tell you that. So we got to take care of him. But here's the Kribensis. It's a full-grown male. Beautiful fish. Again, really wants out of the bag. But don't worry, guy. You're going to have a nice home real soon. But that's a good shot of him. I wish I could get a better shot of his colors. But, very shy fish once he's in the tank. You'll see that. But, really good look at him there. Hey, how's it going? So this is my first African chicklet, actually, in the fish room. So we got a special treatment going. But look at all these Livebearers. And I'll tell you, there's so many. I couldn't possibly identify them all in this kind of quick a video. But I left them in the bag, and I drip acclimated them like this. I busted out, a little pet carrier, I guess you could say. It's always been used for fish, and I just drip acclimated them by hand this time. No tubes or anything like that. It took a while, I'll tell you. It took a long while, but it's good for the fish to be safe. And they were sitting in the room before I even started adding water. That tank had been cycling for as long as I could, a couple days. I got some good notice on the adoption too. This wasn't like thrown into my lap. That's why I had time to repair the tanks. But I use this little pet carrier because you get, the camera didn't get a great look at them, but this way you get to take a good look at every single fish that goes in the tank, one at a time, two at a time, and separate them by size. And then, like I said, this is Livebearers everywhere. We had sword tails, all sorts of fancy guppies mixed together. We had endlers, platies. I had some sunset platies. That really brought me back to when I started too. I used to have a bunch of sunset platies. They were beautiful fish. So I'm really excited about that. So these are just great fish. It didn't take long to get them in there. It didn't take long for them to make a mess in their old bag. But look at these babies too. These ones I wasn't too confident about throwing in a 55. I felt like it might be traumatic. And it's actually cool. Just hey, it's in my fry tank. I'm gonna get actual use out of it. You see me use this thing all the time just to acclimate fish and do all that. But hey, let's let some stuff live in there. But how cool is that? This, just like I said, these guppies, I don't really know what lines were what, and I mean, actually there are a few different varieties in there, and it's really cool. But here's the Kribensis. He immediately got out of the bag. I didn't even have a chance to catch him swimming out. He was like lightning. But he went right for the roots that I have over there and started chilling out. But this is Siamese algae. They didn't have an easier time finding his way out. Got a little coaxing. Kept going. Like I said, he wants to go down, so he didn't really want to turn around in there. And I don't blame him. Actually, it's kind of small for that. So we just scooted him out, and off he went. Really didn't go very far though. Pretty calm, chill fish. He didn't go run and hide like this Kribensis did. And again, I mean, he's not lying on the bottom unhealthy or anything. But that's a good shot of the algae eater in a nice light. I didn't really want to be messing with stressed out fish, so I let him be. I'll get some good shots of the Kribensis later, but here are the babies next, and this is their new home, all lit up later on the night. Like this many fish, it took a few hours, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it took a long time to make sure to do this right. You know, there's no way you should dump in any kind of fish this amount into anything. It's just not how it works if you want to do it right by them. So. But they're happy. They're pretty. This is going to be fun raising them up. Look at these little guys. Babies are cute. What can you say? It just is the way it is. And I have no idea what they are, to tell you the truth. Like I said, couldn't tell you at all. And we'll see how, of course, we'll keep an eye on them every day, feed them 4 times a day. But, this is an opportunity for me to do some stuff with my other guppies. You can see this is my red dragons. And this guy's been the boss of the tank for a long time now. But there was a late blooming male. I don't know if I showed you on other videos, if you want to check them out. But I had to move the other male out because he was getting bullied. And hey, well, if I have dozens of guppies, why not? I picked out some young adolescent females about his age. They seem that way anyway. Unless they're full-grown endlers. Of course, we'll find out at the end of the day. But that's half the fun. We're going to have to, like I said, keep an eye on it 3 times a day. But, I threw in some cool hornroot or hornwort or whatever you want to call it, and this tank has lots of snails, and I think the flow is a bit much. I put the little cave in there, so once everything settled down there, the plants in there did offer a good break in the flow, so they're all hanging out up on one side. Just one red dragon, late blooming male. I don't even know if he's fully colored yet, but he's getting there. And again, I'm not really trying to breed out new lines or anything like that. It would be amazing if something beautiful happened. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, these are good-looking fish, so we'll see how it goes. But I figure he'll have a good life there, and the other guppy tank I showed you earlier, they'll all have a better life without anyone getting bullied in the tank. I mean, that just, you make these fish as happy as possible, and why not? Why not just, let them have the life they can have. And I'll probably breed him back in with his own line later, but adding that extra tank up top for the guppies, I improved the airflow. These are my my butterfly goatees. Hey, why not? Throw this in bonus Livebearer footage. Like I said, these are really rare, critically endangered fish, and they're adolescents now too. They'll be breeding up, hopefully in the next 60 to 90 days. Takes a long time with these guys, but they're gorgeous, and I just want to show. This is a cool filter. I don't know. It's now turned into an equipment video and me showing off my rare fish. But hey, Livebearers everywhere. What can you do? I really have a lot of fun with this tank. I'm loving how the plants are growing out. I think it's pretty happy. These guys I had to dial in real hard, but I got some special food for them. But it's time to say goodnight to all these fish. And now that they're not a single one of them came in too sick. I mean, some of them are on the line and being really pregnant or maybe having a little dropsy. But this isn't about that. This is about pretty beautiful fish tanks, and we're gonna show off all the things that are happy. And this is where a few of them are going. I'd love you guys to tell me which ones should go in first. I have a couple ideas on what I want to move over as far as which species. But good night to the fish room. I hope you guys like this adoption video, and comment below. Let's have a conversation. It's a community effort around here, and we have a lot of fun. So have a good one, guys.